Welcome to the Rasslecast Power Hour. I am 1/3 of your World Tag Team Champions, B-, a.k.a. I ain't got no AKA.
Oh, wow.
I dropped the ball. I'm out of practice. I've been mowing today, but very important things have been happening in wrestling. So important that we had to come together in the off season of our podcast just for y'all. But I'm talking way too much. You know why? Because I'm supposed to pass the ball to the one, the only, Handsome Bane. How are you tonight, sir?
Hey, man, I'm not so happy about the things that brought us here, but I'm happy to be here, man. And to serve these smelly fiends.
Good to see y'all niggas, man.
It's really good to see y'all niggas, bro. But to pass, onto these smelly marks who have probably had some really, really wrong, really, really loud opinions over the past few days. It's every now and again, I gotta get on there and set these fuckers straight, man.
Have rubbed themselves raw because Alexa Bliss is back on TV.
Whoa, buddy. And shout out to Kat Genetti for seeing Alexa Bliss at the Swaks game.
At the Fenway.
Fucking Fenway. Anyway, now it's time to take that ball and pass it here to I think he's the glue. The glue.
The glue guy.
It's called the glue of the Rasslecast Power Hour. He'll introduce himself, the Mark Robb.
Yo, it's your motherfucking boy, the Mark Robb, aka Sean Mad Love, aka Himbo Slice, aka Big Sexy Kevin Splash, aka Whole Foods Hogan, aka Flavor Ramon, aka Mark the Mark, Leisure Shoot Larry. What the fuck is going on?
Woo! Back in the saddle, man.
Yeah, like he never left, bro.
I mean, we built for this shit, man. That's what the Rasslecast is all about. But we are here because some shit went down. Some crazy shit. With Sasha. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Soundboard is working.
It's back, All right, man. I don't. Who wants to start? Because I feel like I have more reactions to. I mean, you want to quickly tell we're talking Sasha and Naomi.
Sasha
okay,
and Naomi,
damn.
Man.
Just like everybody else who came together out of had to do this. So yeah.
But this is the only podcast that matters on this.
This is the best. This is the best one.
Absolutely.
So just do yourself a favor. Skip the rest of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, here we go. Welcome back. Their acts where they left the company. So just a quick highlight of what happened, courtesy of Cage Side Seats. Naomi was set to win the planned six-pack challenge to determine Bianca Belair's challenger at next month's Hell in a Cell. There are different reports on whether she was set to pin Sasha to finish the match. Then it says some reports also suggest Banks would have been set up as SmackDown Women's, would have been set up as a challenger to SmackDown Women's Champion Ronda Rousey, and that both tag champs would have put over the single title holders at the pay-per-view. They both lost. Banks and Naomi objected to some or all elements of the plan, wanting instead to set up an angle where they would face Nikki ASH or Doudrop for the tag belts at Hell in a Cell. They raised those issues with Vince, and at one point the plan was to start the whole program with Nikki and Doudrop. Then sometime before Raw, a producer informed Sasha and Naomi they were going back to the original six-pack challenge plan. Champs then went to John Laurinaitis, told them they were leaving, and left their titles on his desk. Pair's frustration apparently isn't new. Insiders sources say Sasha and Naomi feel they made the most of being put together for WrestleMania and aren't happy with the reward for doing so, is to have to wrestle each other and go off to put over other talents, leaving them in the same situation they were in before they teamed up. It seems to have become a standoff between the talents and McMahon. What's not clear is whether Vince indicated he changed last night's plans in his meeting with them or reneged on promises made over the past several weeks or months. Corey Graves made comments about them being unprofessional, and they were fed to him by Vince, who was in Gorilla that night. And then WWE said that Banks and Naomi weren't comfortable wrestling two of their opponents. Trying to say they were unsafe, and that didn't happen at all. And
it's a lie.
Yes, exactly.
But you're a liar.
And that's pretty much what happened on Monday night. And then on SmackDown on Friday night, they officially announced that Naomi and Sasha have been suspended indefinitely from WWE and have pulled all of their merch out of the WWE shop. That is where we are. Who's up?
so let me kind of pivot from there, and then we'll pass it to Eric. So the reason I wanted to really kind of get you guys on the call for this is because I feel like this is one of the most important kind of moments in the history of WWE. And not only that, just professional wrestling and what it means for the future of what the business is and what it can be and things that it should not be. And I think one of the best tweets from someone who at the Horror Hottie, her tweet was, I don't follow wrestling, and she spelled wrestling the right way. I don't follow wrestling, but 2 black women walked out their job. I know there's a reason for it. So team them. So the thing is, man, like we're really at a stalemate, not just with wrestling, but just society overall. Like we really come to a pass for where the last 5-ish years to where you have these subjugated people who they're clamoring for. I mean, it's, to be honest, it's not even equality. Like we need more to be equal. Like we want to talk about, women's rights, and then black women's rights, they got to jump ahead a couple of levels, man. Like it ain't no equal about it. So you have this one group that we're trying to champion, we're trying to protect. And for this podcast, we always are going to be championing, black wrestlers, but specifically black women wrestlers. And so I think for this moment, and then for this to happen in this way, and then the public reaction, the public kind of comments from the Entertainment Federation, to kind of throw them under the bus, it's really indicative of the toxic kind of culture that corporate America and then professional wrestling can actually bring. But then also from the outsider's perspective of, I kind of understand that things can be, make believe, things can be just storylines. And I know Eric's going to talk a little bit about that, his thoughts of that. But from my perspective, and I think a lot of people's perspective, who you're trying to build a new generation of fan base up, like your daughters, trying to build them up into, wrestling fans. And then this next young generation of even people who are like in their 20s who are just now seeing these beautiful women be, excel in the art form. And now they're like, well, they just threw 2 cool ass people under the bus. Regardless if it's real or not, the public perception is kind of different. And so I think a lot of eyes are watching this. I think for a lot of black wrestling fans and black women wrestling fans, I think this is going to be a moment that they'll never forget, whether it kind of turns to being a work or not. But that's why I wanted to have you guys on, because I think this is going to be kind of the line in the sand, so to speak, to where, are we going to go this way? Are we going to go in a better way to treat these women wrestlers, and particularly these black women wrestlers?
For sure. And I know that, when it first happened, it was because, all right, I've been watching this shit for quite a while. And every time you get words like indefinitely or leg injury, shit like that, there's always some kind of indicator that shit is a work. You know what I mean? Like there's always like specific wording, but especially like the stuff that we got in that first of all, that press release, the things that was being said about them. I don't know, I was half expecting that, because again, I'm thinking shit is a work. And so, like that's, if something is a work, they are gonna, because it's if McMahon is setting this up, right? And listen, if they do it, it's $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where
angle. Huge money angle.
If it wasn't a work at first, it damn well better be right now, because you're leaving a lot of money on the table by not going through with that. Because as we talk about how special these Black women athletes are, they're also very fucking profitable. And so someone finally told white people that, and they're wondering.
So Sasha and Naomi walked out of Raw on May the 16th, and then WWE promptly released a statement telling everybody in the world that they walked out, and Vince fed lines to Corey Graves saying how despicable.
About goddamn time.
Right.
So if you're more greedy for money than you are racist, then you're going to work this money angle. I also want to say that the initial thing that set them off, I don't think was racist at all, because they always fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always fuck up money angles. And I don't think that the initial action of, the initial booking, I don't think was meant to be racist. It was everybody's reaction to the shit, because it's like, niggas didn't. I mean, I guess there's a couple of people who was like, I mean, Hyphen talks about how he was like really upset with Punk, for walking out. But then you hear Punk say, hey man, it was either that or I was probably going to jump off of something.
Right.
And for you, to be able to put that in that perspective,
he's literally working in pain.
Them niggas made CM Punk hate wrestling. He was a backyard wrestler, dog. Like, right. The nigga was a backyard wrestler.
They
bro.
Broke him.
Do you know what you gotta do to kill somebody's love for professional wrestling? If you were a backyard wrestler, dog, you had to like completely exercise that shit and kill it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, hopefully this whole thing, there are people who are reassuring us that this is indeed a shoot, that, and there's just no way, because we also looking at the evidence of them taking down their merch. Excuse me, nigga. It's dead people's merch on that fucking website. Yes. Ain't no way Vince McMahon is going to not make, especially right now. Like, imagine all the people who just want to buy Sasha Banks shirts right now, and then they can't. So it's just kind of, a marketing strategy.
So
it just makes sense.
So let me ask you.
Sense. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this, because there's some things I'm kind of identifying. And the night that this all happened, you were, super adamant that this is all a work, and this is all just like the long game. A part of me wanted to talk to you about it, because have you entertained the idea that it is not? Have you? Like, what do you feel about that? Because let me kind of actually ask that a little bit more thoroughly. So I know you said initially your initial reaction was that you didn't perceive it to be, kind of racist. It's just dumb. And I think in a very best case scenario, I would say yes, but we've kind of seen that microaggressions, we've seen, the idea of when a Black person speaks up, it's perceived to be more aggressive. Black people are supposed to be more appreciative of the scraps. Mm-hmm. They're supposed to be more appreciative that they can wrestle and lose in a shitty kind of storyline than to not be in a job.
Right.
So from your perspective, what if this is, racism? What if this is microaggressions? What if this is we really fucked ourselves because we got rid of kind of the two, other than Roman Reigns, and I guess the we can make an argument to some of the most popular
Listen,
wrestlers that
brother,
are kind of
Sasha
going down.
Banks is over like Rover, man. If she shows up anywhere, if you're just trying if you're trying to suss where Sasha Banks ranks, she's always going to be tip top, belt or not. Just to kind of
Okay,
help out with that.
So from your perspective though, like what does that change with you that
in the event that it's real?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So again, like I don't believe the initial shit was racist. I do believe the reaction was very racist.
It's been
I do believe that the reaction from like everybody else was very super racist. A lot of people only got their opinion about it because it's two black women who stood up for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's there. However, my where I flip flop is whether or not it's a work, simply because they're doing shit that they've never done. When it's real, they try to act like nothing ever happened.
Which
normally.
Is what really made the Punk angle really hard for me, because obviously Punk, the rumors were Punk took his ball and went home, and then there was nothing about Punk on TV. So for months on end, I'm watching Raw every Monday, hoping to hear that music hit, and I never got it.
They don't give you shit. They was like, hey man, that nigga gone, dog.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. So to that same effect, they're doing a lot of stuff that they would do if it was a work. In the event that shit was a knee-jerk reaction, and for them, like they dig in their heels or they double down or whatever, then I'm not fucking with WWE no more, bro. Because it's just like, wow. Even if I'll even offer that they can right the ship and just make it work, because it's actually really easy to do.
It's hella easy.
It's hella easy to go ahead and make this and take it and make it work the right way. If that was never your intention, that would be weird and obviously racist, because there's a ton of money to be made here. And anytime somebody would rather be racist than rich, I'm like, oh no, you racist, nigga. Like, so yeah, to I guess kind of put it into a little nutshell here, if it wasn't a work, it needs to be a work.
Yeah.
If you don't want to make it a work, then I don't want to fuck with this, because I would like to see y'all take that and make that recovery and then make a shit ton of money and have profit, and obviously our girls, they profit and become even bigger stars. Sasha Banks literally can show up on AEW right now and legitimize the entire organization. Even with Jade there, even with Thunder Rosa. Sorry, Thunder Rosa, you probably gonna lose that belt real soon, because Sasha Banks, if she comes over there,
she needs that gold,
she's
baby.
entirely too valuable. Like, I don't see them. I don't know. I think that when she spoke up, it probably made them kind of shit their pants, because it's like, yo, she's normally so go with the flow. But when somebody's like, bro, you told me that you wanted me to take these belts, me and my homegirl, to take these belts and then like take it to a new level or whatever, you say you put together two former world champions and make them into a super team, then you want to, they're like, dog, can we build this division though, so we have something to do?
Yeah,
we help to get two other people over at the same time easily, because we'll do it. But yeah, if you're not willing to make the money, then yeah, I can be done with it, quite honest.
So Kellen, let me ask you, I know we talked a little bit about your feelings with CM Punk, and then kind of the inevitable letdown when it was a shoot and it was not a work.
Right.
If I got those wrestling terms right.
You got it.
Nailed it.
So what are your kind of thoughts on this sort of scenario, to where we have these two incredibly popular athletes that, we kind of seen that the reaction, the causality, like the backlash, it stinks to high heaven. But now we're kind of, let's say we're 3 months away. We're 3 months in the future, and they're still not back yet. So what are your kind of thoughts on this shit actually did really happen? Or has there ever been any kind of leaking to where they're actually like the Fed is actually telling you storylines of how they were going to happen and then wrestlers just bucking at them? Like, has this ever like any kind of thing like this happened before in the history of wrestling?
Not to the degree of walking out, because when Punk walked out, that was literally because he had a concussion from Kane at the Royal Rumble the night before, and they gave him concussion test. He passed it, and they wanted him to wrestle on Raw, and he kept telling them, something's wrong, I'm sick, I can't wrestle, and all this. And then he ultimately said he left Cleveland. He's like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm not going out there. And so he walked out. So that was all in the rumors and everything. But then WWE didn't say anything, like I mentioned earlier. So that's the closest thing we have to this. But like Eric said, the weird thing is the statement, and the statement was just so anti-women. It's just crazy. And then for Vince to sit there and have Graves shit on Sasha and Naomi, and then for Cole last night on SmackDown to sit there and say they've been suspended indefinitely, and look at McAfee's face when he's doing this. And McAfee, I'm not trying to give him any credit as an actor, but McAfee looked like he was taking it very seriously. Kudos if he's selling it, but the uncomfortability about it all is what bothers me. Now,
the thing about McAfee is that he's kind of like a stand-in for us.
Yeah.
The way he acts as a face, like a total mark out there doing the thing, and so
because I mean that's the whole reason he got the gig in the first place, and then he just happened to be so damn good at it that's why he still has the
really
gig.
Good, yeah.
So I was disappointed with the whole Punk thing at first, and then as soon as he finally got on Colt Cabana's podcast and said what happened, I was like, okay, I know what happened now. I fully back you on that. But the not knowing killed me. But now it's 7 years later. I'm older, wiser, and this whole thing just stinks of. It feels like a shoot to me. Like, I want to believe it's a work, and like Eric said, I feel like it can be turned into a work. But man, like for them to stand up for themselves, absolutely bravo. But then the reaction, I guarantee you, if it had been Charlotte and Ronda in a tag team and they went to Laurinaitis and put those belts on the table, we wouldn't have heard a peep out of them. Wouldn't have heard nothing. And it had been worked out quietly, and then you got them back on TV. I guarantee if it had been two male tag team partners, if RK Bro went to Vince and said, hey, we don't want to drop the belts to the bloodline, like you're going to, like, what are we going to do after that? We have nothing if we drop these belts, and then left the belts on the table and they walked out. There's no way in hell Randy Orton's going to catch hell from a no, they probably will do a little pushback on Riddle, but there's no way Randy Orton catches any kind of statement, nothing like that.
He's such a made guy.
He is. So
which Sasha should be.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, at this point.
And Sasha even had the whole gimmick when she came back from her mental health break and everything of her saying that she's spending Vince's money and everything, and she's like, since she's turned face, she's kind of come away from that. And previously there was when her and Bayley dropped the belts to the Iconics at WrestleMania a few years back, supposedly everybody was saying that Sasha walked out then, and then Sasha wasn't on TV for months and months and months, and then finally she did her confidential, whatever they did on the network, and she's like no, I literally, like, my mental health was just not in a good place, and I told them I had to go home and take some time, and there wasn't a word. And so either the rumors are wrong or whatever, but apparently Sasha was mad upset after that match, and then she left, and there was nothing. But now, for this to be such a hot button issue, and for WWE to be so quick about it, not to say that they're not usually quick with when something breaks publicly that they don't say anything about it, but I mean, like, they literally walked out of the arena, put the belts down, and then there's social media posts, they posted it on the show, and then of course they have Graves talking about how unprofessional it was. It feels like a direct attack on these two black women, and I hate WWE for it, because we've seen Vince do some horrible shit to black wrestlers, people of color in WWE. We've seen it his entire tenure as the main guy over WWE. But this might be the absolute worst, because this might be worse than having Triple H insinuate that Booker T's a thug and hit the button and all these things, and then have Triple H take Booker down after like one freaking pedigree or whatever it was at WrestleMania 19.
Niggas be getting 15 pedigrees in a match, dog. Like,
right, and Booker gets one, and Booker's done with loses the purple trunks. Triple H, are you serious? Come on.
Gross.
Like it just feels like a blatant attack, and that's why I'm as soon as I saw it and I've realized that they had walked out, I was full support no matter what. But
yeah,
it just feels different, and I've read stuff about it. Could be their contracts coming up. It could be a negotiating employee. It could just be that they're taking time off to turn this into a story because they really were pissed off or whatever. But the bottom line is, man, like, even if there was some kind of plan in place to, they're going to walk out, we're going to make it a story. Like, I just don't like the way that it all came off. Like they tried to bury him. Like they couldn't go on AEW. Like she couldn't have shown up as a Joker on Dynamite on Wednesday, and the roof would have freaking caved in, man. So I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I fully support him. So this doesn't feel. I don't need to know. I don't need to have answers as immediate as I did with Punk. Like Punk was my everything when he left. And literally that was like the only thing I was watching on Raw that I really enjoyed was Punk. And he was like getting mid-card stories, and he was still doing, and like he had a funny haircut and everything, and that was my god. I was like what I was living for. And they were getting ready to do like Rock Cena too and everything. So I needed an answer, and it just didn't come. So that was where my frustration came from. But with this and in the speedy responses stuff, it just feels gross.
So, Eric, from your perspective, where is there to kind of go now? So, from if I'm just like an average wrestling fan, am I just supposed to just kind of eat it, or what am I supposed to feel from this whole kind of this incident?
I mean, you do what you want. Short answer, but
he don't care. He's Handsome Bane.
No, I mean, no, seriously, like, you do what you want. I'm not calling for, like, the cancellation of anything just yet, because again, I'm still, I'm still collecting data. And as of right now, if WWE wanted to like bury some shit, they would not mention it. If it was like really something that they was like trying to move past, that's really the way they normally do it. Or if they would, you just fucking send the press release or whatever. We've come to terms with these two, blah, blah, blah. I don't, unless something like that, like if nothing else comes from this, then yeah, how long we're supposed to wait for it, I don't know, but I wouldn't wait very long. It's a lot of money to be made right now if you're going to do it. And I think if within the next couple of weeks or so, like, the shit ain't like got on the on-ramp, then I'll have my answer, and then, I'll make my decision on whether or not I want to do whatever. But yeah, I think everybody, just fucking make up your own mind and just, wait or don't. But what I will do personally is, I do it just like I have been doing. I'm not glued to Raw when I'm watching it. Like, I check in and I turn my nose up, or I sit up a little bit and I go on about my business. I'm perfectly, like I said, perfectly capable of not watching the E. There's a lot of wrestling out here, bro.
There's a lot of wrestling.
There's a whole lot of fucking pro wrestling out here, dog. Like, I ain't gonna be hurting for wrestling action.
So from my perspective, as I'm way more disconnected than you two times 10.
No.
But the funny thing is, I follow actually a really handful of people who still are, watching regularly,
got
like
fingers on the pulse,
tweeting regularly, and so it's like one of those things that I just follow it strictly through osmosis.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of reaction that I saw is something I have not seen. Obviously, I think with Undertaker losing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, just like Kofi getting squashed by Brock, and the night,
Brock, man.
the shut up, don't come back. The night of E's accident,
Yeah.
there's certain kind of moments that you kind of just through osmosis you kind of absorb, but I've never seen kind of the reaction of what this is. And I do think that it's going to be a real kind of important moment of, if they fucked up on the front end, okay, but how do you respond to make it better? And I think a lot of people are, really going to be paying attention to that. And to be honest, like for someone like me, like who, I've grew up in wrestling, I kind of follow it like very sporadically. The idea of, would I even recommend someone getting into wrestling now? The funny thing is, I mean, before this incident and kind of seeing what the women's wrestling what has grown into from afar, it's like it's night and day. Like from if you would have fell into a coma during the Attitude Era and you woke up like last year,
oh my God,
you would be like, where's the bra and panty match?
What the fuck are they doing?
Like they wrestle better than a lot of the men.
Wrestle?
What
they do?
Who is this?
Like
where's Sable?
They take it seriously,
right?
Like, and so it's like I would have recommended people. Oh yeah, like they're doing this shit now. Like go for it. But now it's like I wouldn't recommend a black woman watching wrestling. At least in WWE,
No.
I would not recommend that shit now. Especially
other than Bianca.
Gotta watch the hotties, man.
Absolutely.
Check out AEW. We got the hotties over there. They're fooling. Yeah. But so the other thing I was saying earlier is this is a lot of money to be made. If you don't think that you know how to write it, Vince, just give it to me. I will book this shit for months, bro. Like, seriously. This is such a slam fucking dunk
program, easily.
This is such a slam dunk. Y'all ain't even gotta be racist. Like, you don't even have to really do a lot. Like, I know a lot of times he want to put his hands on everything, bro. He can even do a promo where he's walking to the limo. He loves to do those. He loves to do those fucking promos where he's walking to the limo and then some racially ambiguous woman runs up to him and says, Mr. McMahon, what can we expect at the fucking... I expect the unexpected or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I already wrote his promo. That's done. Dog. Like, that's just the tip of the fucking iceberg. I know how much Vince loves to do his walking to the limo promo. I got you, dog. We'll get one of those in there. Like I said, we can break them up. Like, of course, they're big names. Like, they should be. Like, Naomi has been getting disrespected for like too
long,
bro. Lana? I was trying to remember that fucking lady's name for like 3 hours the other day. Lana. They put her with Lana, had her dancing and shit. Like,
they did.
Trying to make...
She spent more time on people's TikTok videos than she has in the ring in the last 2 years.
She was trying to help Lana get over so hard, bro. Like,
yes, she
Naomi
was.
broke her fucking back trying to carry Lana ass.
CJ. Yeah, man.
Wanted to wrestle so bad. Bless her heart.
So I think what you guys are kind of naming is why WWE can't get the benefit of the doubt. Like, they've done nothing to deserve that. They're smart enough to pull off the long con.
Because they haven't done it in so long.
They haven't done it in a long time, but this is so easy, dog. It's like the fucking... Bro, this shit...
Right there.
The ball is right there. The fucking golf ball is right there, dog. Like, wind could shove that motherfucker in there, bro. Just wait a second. And I think within this next week or two...
I'd say 2. The next 2 weeks is really going to...
These next 2 weeks, bro, they could just build up the next... Dog, they could double every fucking thing, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never seen them pull merch. Like, I mean, Hogan, yeah, they pulled my shit, man. But I've seen, what I'm saying? That's the only time I've seen it, bro.
Yeah.
Dead niggas are still on the fucking website, bro. Like,
they're selling Razors merch right
come on, bro.
now.
Like,
right now.
This is a marketing ploy, hopefully, dog. Like, just be smart and just say that. I've written that for you. That's the press release. Hey, man, wink, wink. It's in there, too. And also them saying that it's scripted television is like, hey, man, what y'all doing?
Right.
So
too much man behind the curtain, man.
So they're moving kind of nasty, man. Like,
but unless that's unless that's them saying that, hey, man, this here is a shoot, brother. I'm sorry, this here is a work, brother. Wank, wank, man.
But I don't think a company can ever break kayfabe. Like, literally, they have to. The company has to fold.
Oh, these niggas
before you start.
Kayfabe, bro.
Vince's character was dead when Chris Benoit killed his family. Vince's character was dead on TV, Marcus.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the page, and Raw came on, and I knew we had known that Chris Benoit was dead. It was before we knew he killed his family. Vince came on TV a week after his limo blew up and said, Chris Benoit tragically passed away. We're going to dedicate the show to him tonight. And then they had a tribute Raw. And the next day, everything came out that he had murdered his family.
Talk about wolf moments in wrestling, bro. God damn.
Bomb-ass beer and wings, though. The beer and wings was hitting.
Oh, that shit had to suck, bro. He did what? And we dedicated the show to this nigga? Oh, no.
They had niggas crying.
Niggas was crying. Damn, Chris, you was a real nigga, dog. We gonna miss you, cuz. The Rabbit Wolverine.
And Punk was supposed to wrestle him. Punk was supposed to wrestle him that night, too. When he no-showed at the pay-per-view.
Man.
Jesus, wrestle piss.
Wrestle
the most piss.
Indeed.
So, and just, I think I would say from a feminist perspective, I'll be very leery, but also from a labor versus management perspective.
Oh, buddy. Let's talk about that.
Okay. I legit, you guys got to put me on to game about wrestlers who are either defending or not defending the walkout. But if you're labor, like, you have to side with labor. Like, you have to be smarter than siding with management. Like,
I was just arguing a nigga down in one of the wrestling groups. I'm like, nigga, first of all, dog, you always side with labor on this shit. If you don't, you're a bootlicker, and you should really examine your life, nigga, because if you're not also management, then maybe you're Randall Weems, nigga.
Yeah.
So knock it off and become a real nigga with your life. But but seeing people who work jobs every day side with this shit, they went about it the wrong way. I'm like, nigga, that's the weapon that you have as labor to take your labor away, you fool.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? The nigga book you, the nigga put you on a shift at the fucking Piggly Wiggly, nigga, and you wasn't supposed to work that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, your weapon is to sit there and do the P. Diddy stare with them niggas on whether or not you gonna come in after you already said you wasn't.
The P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Here we are. I can come in the next time I'm ready to come in, or I can not come in at all, nigga. What the fuck we gonna do?
Right.
That's your weapon as labor, bro. So yeah, that's again the reaction and just regular Joe. These you sweaty fucking marks at home who want to who don't give a damn about people's well-being or the fact that this shit is affecting their livelihood, someone's dream. All you want is you just get in there and fucking do what they said for you to do. It's like, first of all, it's a stupid idea. First of all, the booking that they had for them to go against the two current champions is fucking stupid. If you want to do that, we can have a tag match. Why don't we have a tag match? And then that shit
Teddy Long would have done it in a heartbeat.
Just fucking do a tag match then if you want to have them put over the champs.
Exactly.
The champs. over there, whatever. Sure, but like this is stupid, and it doesn't elevate the tag shit. And I mean, we all know that Vince McMahon hates tag team wrestling, and he hates
Yeah, he
women's
does.
wrestling. So
Yeah, he
women's
does.
tag team wrestling is like, he's probably going to name his first ulcer that.
Hilarious.
So,
like even this shit like with Kyrie Irving, and
fuck Kyrie.
He's just an absolute moron. He's definitely one of those people who thinks that they're smarter than they actually are. But in the idea of him sitting out like what 3/4 of a season,
3/4,
to stand on his own conviction, and then still get paid for from his bosses, like, and it sucks because
and they get swept with your weak ass.
They did get swept.
Yeah, like it's the terrible Jake Shuttlesworth Bush. It was very dry, but
bro,
it's one of those things to where you have to support the athlete's right to say, this is my conviction. My conviction does not require anyone else's support. This is my conviction, and I'm going to stand on it, whether it's right or wrong. And in this case, for these two women, I would say, I mean, I don't want to throw around righteous because that's like too strong of a word, but at the same time, their conviction was, this is a terrible idea. It does not do anything to elevate us. And what we agreed to build with these tag titles, it now runs counter to that. And it also diminishes our singles status because we're now going to be jobbing away to elevate someone else beyond us when we should be the ones who should be elevated.
Like, you really take one off the show and put it on the other. It's fucking stupid, bro. Like,
it's so dumb. There's so many other women's wrestlers on both rosters, and it's lazy is what it is. It's lazy writing because
build
it's like
stars.
Exactly. Like,
build fucking stars, bro.
Like, well, we don't want Ronda doesn't want to wrestle some nobody now that she's a champion, and Charlotte is, air quotes, hurt. So now let's go pull Sasha out of what she's doing with the tag belts and throw her in here. And Bianca just got her belt back, but we don't want to throw her with Becky too quick. Let's go ahead and pull Naomi because Naomi will do whatever we ask her to. Most of the time,
she's happy to be here.
Exactly. So let's go do that. Now, mind you, when Becky had the belt, Becky was wrestling Liv. Becky was wrestling, and before she got back to Bianca. I mean, yeah, her and Bianca had several matches, but at the same time, they were still giving other wrestlers a chance.
It made sense.
Why not do that? Hell, I don't know how far away Bayley is from coming back, but we know she's right around the corner. Like, so, I mean, what is the problem where you feel like you have to grab these made wrestlers that have tag belts that strictly ask you, hey, can we do something with our belts and help build our division with these two wrestlers who we think we can help get over because of our experience and their experience? We think we can do a good program. No, go wrestle Ronda Rousey and go wrestle Bianca. And it makes Bianca look bad, and Bianca's not even the villain in all this. I really feel like a lot of it has to do with Ronda, which is really fucked up.
Oh, take me back to that, Ronda. Oh, as far as her not having an opponent,
right, because I mean, Ronda just randomly shows up a few months ago, and then she has her little program with Charlotte and loses a Mania, just gets it back at WrestleMania Backlash, gets her belt back, and now I feel like Ronda. They're like, all right, Ronda, who you want to wrestle? And Ronda's like, I don't want to wrestle Shayna. Give me Sasha. And then they went like, all right, well, if we're going to do Sasha here, why don't we put Bianca with Naomi? And then they presented to the girls, and the girls were like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I feel like Ronda might be a big part of the problem with where we're at. I could totally see it. Because she has too much damn power for as little as she's done in this fucking company.
That's true. Man, let's roast this bitch real quick, bro. Let's see. Yeah, we were right to roast her all the time, bro. No.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, I do
bad.
think that's because the thing, man, I think I don't know if anybody's realized this about Rhonda is she's not good at getting other people over. Like, there's a way to beat people and still get them over, and it's like, yeah, I get that y'all want to make her look fucking unstoppable or whatever, but it's like
they let her dominate everybody. The only person she's never dominated, I didn't mean to cut you off, but was Sasha.
yeah,
It's the only person she didn't dominate in their match when they wrestled. That was was one of her few really good matches.
She could really greatly benefit from just letting motherfuckers lead. Like, hey man, sell a little bit, you fucking one-dimensional murder mannequin. Like, you can't. Like, I just know she really only knows her muscle memory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she's a fucking, she's a fighter turned, like, to her credit, and like, I guess to shoot her some bail, she's a fighter turned performer. And you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to cut off that muscle memory, but like, her whole career, she was like, was on Destroy. It's like, no, but somebody has to teach you how to sell. She can't sell.
Well, we know she can when she got knocked the fuck out for real.
Well, because you got to knock her the fuck out for real. But like,
too easy. Too
you know
easy.
what I mean? Now you can. But yeah, it's like, but it shouldn't. Like, you're in pro wrestling. Like, we have to make pain look like pleasure, and pleasure look like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever the fuck, dog.
You gotta tell the whole story, man.
You gotta tell the whole fucking story. She has no, like, her face doesn't change. She's like fucking RoboCop, dog.
Right. They're like, her run this time, even though she's been there for a short amount of time, is way worse than her first run.
It's so whack, bro.
It's bad. I
don't give a fuck when she's on the screen. Her gears. Damn, never mind. I'm not about to. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let us move on. We are here to defend our sisters.
Which we've been doing a good job of. So.
Bro. Yeah. I mean, if you're like super blatantly, again, like we talked about, niggas who are being like really pro management here. You rise and grind ass, trash ass,
trying to grab the brass ring that don't exist, man.
You should be here as crypto bros who really, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is gonna stop believing that anybody is. Damn, I was playing that in the lobby earlier today.
Great song.
Shout out to Buds. Anyway, yeah, like, y'all niggas have got to give up the ghost that, if I agree with management, I'm gonna get there. I'm a boss, so I feel the way boss niggas feel. Like, you could just not be a whole ass boss.
Seriously.
You don't have to be a dickhead to be like, yeah. Vince McMahon could be cool.
Man, could he though?
He could be.
Oh, by the way, we're taking him out of the Hall of Fame. He's not going in.
Yeah. Shout out to
no. You fuckers made that choice. You fuckers gotta live with it.
Man.
No.
That's
that was Cheyenne.
She don't live here.
No.
That was Motor City.
Nah, we good.
He is staying on the list.
Nah, bro.
And if you take him off the list, I'm putting him back out
on the fucking list. Are you going to walk out? Do we have to put out a statement about you, saying how unprofessional your ass is?
No matter what the fuck you put on that Excel spreadsheet, my dog, that nigga is out.
You don't shit where you don't eat. Or whatever the fuck. I told
OWT, my nigga.
You motherfuckers.
Good.
Nah, you motherfuckers. You should. You don't. So hold on. Would you want to change all the rules now?
Might.
You want to give guests all the power and it's like, nah, bitch,
bro,
you can't do it.
No, man. Why aren't you sticking up with management right now, Mark Rob? What the
fuck? This nigga's here trying to get Vince McMahon to stay. Nah, fuck that, bro. That nigga trash. Look. I tell you what. Contingent upon what happens in the next couple of weeks.
No contingencies, niggers.
Nigga, did it. Listen,
he gave us
bro.
the hard R.
You're right. Yes. Damn, man. What's that, a DMV thing, nigga?
I'm channeling Vince McMahon right now.
Chill, bro.
We get what we want.
We want the gold, sucker.
Want the fucking gold, sucker. Yeah, man. But without talking in circles, man, hurry the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do the shit right. Or shit, nigga. I'll walk away from this motherfucker. I don't care if you put fucking the Black Panther himself as the world champion, nigga. I ain't coming back to watch that shit, bro. TikTok, Doc. TikTok.
And y'all let Vince stay in the Hall of Fame. That's a goddamn shame.
We good, bro. We good.
You should have vetoed it that same night.
Oh no, we
didn't.
did. Yeah,
We was tired, yo.
But you didn't.
It was
man,
mad late. She knew what she was doing. She like, it's 1 a.m. I'm gonna do this shit.
No, I'm sorry. Shout out to Cheyenne, man. Shout out to Motor City Oprah, but not gonna be able to do.
Too late. You already did it. No, you can't put the shit back in the donkey.
Have you tried?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Vince McMahon popped out a donkey. I'm getting that motherfucker back in. I'll get him in there. Yeah, man. All right, bro. That's it for that, man. Let's end this shit on a high note, bro. I think
I gotta write that title. Man. I gotta write that title. You can't put that shit back in the donkey. Oh wow. Okay. Mark Robb.
Being a donkey is probably trash.
You want to do 10 minutes on that?
Nah.
Oh shit.
I was gonna say no, he does not.
Nah. That's really so. That essay is one.
You can tell long. We on vacation mode. We arguing and everything, man.
That is a 1 sentence story.
Nope. Time to play the most exciting game in Rasslecast Power Hour history.
Let's fucking do it.
Do you care?
I mean,
we want the gold, sucker.
There we go.
All right, Mark Robb. Question number 1. On the Raw after WrestleMania, a new wrestler showed up on the main roster going by the name of Ezekiel. Many claim, including Kevin Owens in WWE, that he is in fact the wrestler known as Elias and not really Ezekiel and not a separate person as he claims. Mark Robb, do you care?
So I had to Google this young man just to see if he was a colored or not, and he is in fact a Negro, correct?
No.
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 Oh, I'm sorry. I saw some black
Ezekiel Jackson. You saw Ezekiel Jackson.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga was a real nigga, bro. Ezekiel Jackson was.
Ezekiel Jackson.
For Ezekiel Jackson,
nigga, boy.
Yeah,
God, dog, this nigga.
Didn't we almost have it all?
I didn't know we invited you to dinner.
So when I saw this black man, I was gonna say
I was waiting on that.
Yes, push. Absolutely. But I now see Elias looks like white Jesus, and we don't care about white Jesus. So no, he looked a penis.
I've got some bad news.
You know we don't care, man.
I only care because I want to see Ezekiel / Elias succeed in the E, man. That's the only reason I care.
Yeah, they had a good thing going on, man. They just drop good ideas all the time. Anyway.
Obviously. Handsome Bane.
Yo.
On the latest episode of Up, Up, Down, Down, Xavier Woods, friend of AJ Styles, best friend apparently, he brought someone back to the show who had not been around for a while since he was released by the WWE. Prince Pretty, a.k.a. Shit. What's that nigga's name? His wrestling name. Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze. His name was Shit for real. Like, wow. Okay.
Prince Pretty, a.k.a.
Shit.
Tyler Breeze.
Coming down the aisle. Weighing in at a... Fuck it. Who cares? Shit.
Handsome Bane, do you care that Prince Pretty, aka Tyler Breeze, is back on Up Up Down Down for Battle of the Brands with Xavier Woods?
Hell yeah, yeah. I fucks with it. Breeze is a good dude. They, he took his whole release in stride. Even though it's gifted, the dude is gifted, and anyway, just glad to see him back. He is entertaining as hell.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, even if this is what they want to, if they want to allow that, like it just prints its own money. It's like finding $5 in your pocket every time you put on a pair of pants. Like it's easy money, dog. It's easy money. They're just sitting there streaming. Like
right.
If you
they ain't heard nobody.
They're just streaming, bro. Like they don't have to come to your building.
Nope.
They're gonna do all the work and then put it on, and then you get some money. Yeah, fuck it. Constantly, like you don't even have to feed him. You don't even have to feed him. You guys to share in the check. That's it. Yeah. Yes, I like Tyler Breeze a lot. He's very funny. He's a really nice dude, man. So yeah, hell yeah, I'm glad to see him on there. He is a white, okay, but he's a really cool white. So,
with that said, Mark Rob, do you care?
Seeing how this is the only wrestling podcast that matters, no, I don't care about any other wrestling podcasts except this one.
No, it's the YouTube show on Up Up Down Down.
Isn't it with Austin Creed and all them?
Yeah, but this isn't the New Day podcast. No. This is the gaming show.
Yeah,
that he got popular for.
That's cool.
It's G4 related.
It's not only Austin Creed. I'm still going with my original answer. No, I don't give a fuck.
I love you, Marcus. Okay, so I care. Had a lot of good times with the party during the pandemic, and
man, they saved some lives, bro.
You ain't kidding.
They saved
that positivity lives. Was a shot in the
veins.
They
helped the
every
world
week.
Go around, dog.
They really did, man. Them Uno games,
bikes. Them niggas got on their stationary bikes and made the world go round.
Those Among Us games with the BRE, man.
That shit was funny as hell.
Amazing. And Charlie was the worst whenever she was the freaking imposter, man.
She couldn't figure that shit out, bro. She can't lie.
Yeah. Some people are just too good.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Dakota Kai just got released. That could have been somebody you brought to the main roster to freaking wrestle Ronda. Like, come on, man. Give us jobs, WWE. We will fix your problems. I promise.
They'll release us, bro. They'll be like, all right, that's enough out of this nigga, man.
All right. Oh, shoot. So last night on SmackDown, Mark Rob, the Usos, who already were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, defeated RK Bro, almost called him Rated RK Bro, defeated RK Bro of Randy Orton and Riddle for the Raw Tag Team Champions to unify the tag team belts. And the Bloodline now has both World Championship belts and both tag belts in their faction. Do you care?
There's only one tag team that mattered. They're not wrestling right now. So, no.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Handsome Bane.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing that weird thing where they put all the belts together everywhere, but whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm totally with it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yep. No problems for me with that. Let's see. Handsome Bane. Stephanie McMahon announced a leave of absence from WWE, and she also said on her way out that we're all superstars. Handsome Bane,
What?
said she loves calling everybody superstars, remember?
You guys are rock stars.
Rock stars, superstars.
I
Do you care?
Nah. Well, that was funny as hell. That was funny as hell. People are really going to enjoy that one. No, because I mean, a leave of absence for her just means like I just come back to my reliable ass job. Like, where else is she ever going to work? Why else would she work anywhere else? Why would you? I mean, I get it. You know, Shane wants to be his own man and go after his own fortune, but this is also the family business. She knows every inch of the fucking, you know, I mean, she still remembers.
She knows where all the bodies are buried.
Yeah, she knows where all the bodies are buried.
Mm-hmm.
She's made. She knows all the offices extensions by heart in the Titan Tower. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I don't care because it doesn't really mean anything. She fucking takes on an extended vacation. She's chilling. Yeah. Rich fucker. Like, no, I don't know, unless she's running for office or something, which would just be hilarious.
Lord. Oh, please
boy.
no. Mark Robb.
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
I have to ask everyone that's on the pod.
Man.
You know the rules. Mark Robb just said we can't
But
break
I'm
them.
afraid I've got some bad news.
Mark Robb just said we can't break them.
I mean, is her stepping down creating a job for someone else? Absolutely not. So, no. And also, isn't Triple H coming back as well?
He is back and working full time, just not in the same position as he was.
So,
before.
You know, this feels like.
Man, what they got my nigga Trips doing, bro?
I
my nigga Triple H in the mailroom, dog.
Yo,
no,
yeah.
They got my nigga Triple H in the mailroom, cuz.
Oh man.
I mean, it feels like with Daniel Snyder, he's quote unquote stepping down, but his wife is still there. They're both still there. She's just taking like more naps. That's all it is. So no, we don't care, man. His business as usual over there. So.
I don't care. That's
shoot Dan Schneider center mass.
Oh.
Damn. Mark Robb.
Hard body karate there.
Absolutely.
That is, I'm thinking about the right guy, right?
Yeah.
Nickelodeon guy.
You're thinking about the dude who did all those shows like iCarly and stuff.
Okay,
he's talking about the
never mind.
Redskins owner.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't waste a bullet on him.
I was so confused because I would, but
it's another Schneider. All right, no, we good. Anyway, yeah, that nigga, I'll shoot that nigga in the mask. Y'all be with it. Anyway.
Whew. Mark Robb. There is a new tag team in AEW that's moving up the men's tag team rankings. They are ranked number 5 on this week's rankings. In case y'all didn't know, AEW does rankings. Their tag team is Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. Mark Robb, do you care?
Swerve Strickland, that sounds like a black man.
It is a black man. Yes, it is.
All right. Is his partner black as well?
Yes, he is. He's limitless. Thick boy, very thick boy. He was. I believe he was on our thick boy draft. One of us grabbed Keith Lee.
Okay. I mean, black man, big black man. You know, that's my team right there. So, for one of the only times in the history of Rasslecast Power Hour, showing mad love. He cares about the thick black boys.
Hey,
there we go. We got one. We got one. Shit! I didn't expect this to happen. I don't have a sound for it.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
There you go.
We'll take it. Oh man, Handsome Bane, I know you care.
A little bit.
Oh shit!
Because I like them better as singles guys. I like them better as singles guys. Like the match it's gonna be them, Lucha. No, sorry. What the fuck is their names? The Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Yeah. Them niggas.
I thought they had a name. Anyway.
They got 2 black people wrestling as Jungle Boy.
No.
I'm about to say.
It's Luke Perry's kid. Luke Perry's kid.
Luke Perry's son. is Jungle Boy. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I was waiting to see what that reaction would be.
Jungle Boy. But anyway, I forgot. It's a trios match, or it's like it's a triple threat tag match. I forget who the other opponent is, and I feel like they're going to win the title. So just kind of put them together. Hopefully not to make them beef. I don't want to see them fight. I want to see them. I would like them to continue to have what looks like a friendship in there. Like that looks pretty cool.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't. You know who I want to see move up, dog, in the ranks. I'm trying to see waves and curls out here, dog.
Waves and curls, man. Where they
waves
at?
and curls. Where them niggas at? Like, they gotta check on waves and curls.
They gotta stay home.
Oh, no. Chill, dog. Don't hate on waves and curls, dog. One nigga was hitting that shit like this. I was like, oh.
He was, man. He was. Shout out to waves and curls. I hope y'all working tonight, man. Hope y'all somewhere getting a check, man.
Get that keep getting them hot dogs, man.
For real.
Hot dogs. Jesus.
Niggas out here.
Waving
and curling, nigga. That shit cold, nigga. Niggas were so into themselves. I was like, yeah, man. Hell yeah.
All right, final one. Handsome Bane.
What up?
Tony Storm went on the AEW Unrestricted podcast and was talking about some of the creative the WWE had for her that actually kind of led to her ultimate departure. One of the things she didn't like. And it involved her getting her shirt ripped off and then also getting a pie thrown in her face, probably by Charlotte. Obviously, she didn't like these ideas, and this ultimately was scrapped, but it was one of the many bad decisions that led her to ultimately walk herself out of WWE and take her ball and go home until she showed up in AEW. Handsome Bane, do you care?
Yeah, in the sense that, again, that kind of backs up everything we've been talking about for this pod.
Right.
White girl did it. You know, that shit was like
fine.
It was a blip on the radar. Yeah, so it's like
no press release.
Kind of proving everything that we've been talking about the whole night. And they're stupid ideas, you know, like it's so easy to see her and be like, all right, you got a butt gimmick or something, because it's like she got a big old butt, you know, and then that's essentially, you know, you look at what they do with Nikita Lyons, and that is her gimmick, where she's looking over her shoulder in every damn shot that she ever takes, because it's like all about her ass. You know, heaven forbid somebody don't want to be sexualized. That is just like, oh, well, then you take a pie in the face. And it's like, dog, you can always tell what Vince McMahon has in his search history, because that will just immediately try to make women do it. And so, nah, bro. In a very roundabout way, I do care about it.
Mark Robb.
I mean, the theme of tonight has been, you know, we're trying to champion women in the best ways possible, and this is kind of a scenario to where the WWE was not doing that in any way, shape, or form. We have to be really pro-labor. We have to be pro-women, just not putting up with the bullshit, man. So back to back, I care. And we have to, you know, these kind of issues, we have to really make sure that we're really being as sensitive and as open as possible, and just recognizing the fuckery when it's fuckery. So yeah.
Yeah.
We want the gold, sucker.
Beautifully said.
We want the gold sucker. Yes.
Beautifully said. Well, that wraps up Do You Care?
Well, Hyphen, you didn't see if you cared.
Oh, I of course care. 100% care, because that's the trash kind of stuff that no women's wrestler deserves.
Oh no, did you chime in on any of them?
No, I did. I always called it the back end.
All right.
I was keeping it real short. I was following the rules, like Mark Robb said I had to, or he's gonna walk out.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. All right, we good.
So again, that wraps up.
This is not a work. This is a shoot. Vince McMahon is still in the Rasslecast Hall of Fame.
Well, I think we should not I think we should call Cheyenne right now.
I hate your guts.
We should call
And
Cheyenne
that's what
right
I thought
now.
when you guys let him in. So.
Well, you guys.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like all the guilt being directed towards us for this.
I didn't know either, Lex Luger. I was perplexed as well. And they let it slide.
Motor City Oprah set us up, man. She like, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was like, nah.
He did say nah.
I'm pretty sure I'm in there and I'm like,
He did say nah.
Mm.
Well, we're gonna listen back to the Tiz-8
Yeah,
to see
everybody
who's
go
keeping
back
it
and
really
listen.
real.
Everybody go back and listen because I know I was trying to be polite. You know, my sister's on my pod, but bro, we ain't doing that. That nigga is a shoe into hell, let alone rest in piss. Let alone forget Rasslecast Power Hour. Hell no.
Ooh.
That nigga about
Wow.
to be in the basement of the basement.
Yeah, he is.
Fucking labor villain.
Under the elevator, man.
Fucking labor villain, bro. Nah, we good. Anyway, man. Hey, side with labor every time. And they don't have to, they don't have to be white as you or male as you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're labor, dog. You just, fucking band together and stand together. God damn it. Like,
It's not that hard, man.
It's really easy. It's way easier when you do it together, guys. When you team up and you pull your shit,
The list of people Ronda could have wrestled instead of freaking Sasha is just so stupid long, man. Of active wrestlers. So stupid.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Y'all could anyway.
I blame Ronda for this shit.
We gotta do this shit right now, nigga. Fucking Vince. Nobody's interested in watching Ronda Rousey wrestle, dog.
Man.
I was bummed out that shit was on WrestleMania, bro. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Because now it's time for the fucking SmackDown women's wrestling match. I'm like, nigga, do we have to,
I'm
dog?
gonna take a nap. Nappy nap. Wake me up when this shit over.
Don't watch this shit.
Need a fast forward button.
Care about these old pale face. Anyway. Anyway, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's it, man.
That's
it
the
was good to
dismount.
pod with y'all, man.
Yeah, man. It was very good.
Can't wait for the real season of Rasslecast Power Hour.
Coming sooner than later.
Coming
It'll
soon.
be here before you know it.
You weak ass niggas keep listening to.
Y'all dumbass niggas keep
Y'all
listening to
dumbass
reruns.
niggas keep listening to dark matches, nigga. You get it when we give it to you, nigga.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Hilarious.
Do you
people
care?
I'll be talking so much shit to our fans, and they be listening to this shit. They like it, and they be like, y'all all right, bro? Like, not to kink shame anybody, but
I was
Only
gonna say,
necrophilia and
good.
pedophilia.
I want to say degradation is a powerful
y'all
aphrodisiac.
think it's good, bro? Like, we just be bullshit.
No, the answer is no. But
They know it's a work, man. They know it's work, man. Our sweaty marks are smart enough to know it's a work.
Yes, they are.
So buy them damn t-shirts, man.
Go get
Like,
we got t-shirts.
We got t-shirts. Go to the
thing, man. Like if you go on TeePublic and just type in Rasslecast Power Hour, that shirt should come up. It's under the Hyphen Universe store.
Yeah, go or look at any one of our. I'll switch my link.
I made $4 last month on shirts. Guess who
What's
who
up?
bought shirts? Handsome
Yeah,
Bane is
nigga.
showing mad love.
Yeah, nigga, we out here, cuz.
Hey man,
I'm
I'm gonna send that money to never mind, it's fucked up.
oh, whoa, what was you about to say?
I don't know what it is about to say.
Nope.
Best we don't.
Nope.
All right.
Some toxic shit.
Fuck out of here.
Toxic shit that don't need to be said.
All right, our secretaries will show y'all weak ass niggas.
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Eat a dick.
I hate you.